Week in life, we're back, continuing the conversation from last week, decluttering, reselling, and adding a bit more details of what I've been up to, life stuff, the huge. But it's your girl Lilz, aka Faya, aka Lily like the flower. What have I been up to this week? So this week we did a lot of reselling. Now, just keep in mind, reselling is not my main business, but it is an extension of my business. I don't want to call it a side hustle because I still apply the principles and what I know about business into said activity. I don't treat it as if it's just this, well, I'm doing my best to not treat it as if it's this fleeting task. I think there's something to it that when I put my mind to something, it's going to get done, big or small, it's going to get done. And reselling really just recharged me at the best time possible. I thank God every day because I know the winter is a slower season in real estate. So, for those that don't know, I have a real estate service business and a coaching business where I do life coaching, career coaching, mindset coaching within that space for real estate individuals, but not limited to, of course. I've spoken to people in the music industry that are mothers, unemployed, the list goes on and on. But everything I've learned over those 8 years of doing business and dabbling in reselling, I still apply to this day. And I noticed a significant improvement in my business practices this year and just mindset overall because the wintertime for real estate professionals can be humbling, very humbling. And this was one of those years where I didn't prepare the best, but I definitely prepared better than last year. After 2024, whew, it was rough. It was a rough time for me, not just financially, just mentally, emotionally, just really starting over, having to start over at 40 and not knowing what direction I was going in or who I was going to become, like legit starting over in a big way, which was the biggest blessing ever because being self employed, I feel like I'm starting over every single day, even though I'm not. I lead each day with experience, and the older I get, the more firm I feel in that mindset. So when it came to this year, fast forward a year later, feeling blessed, feeling rejuvenated, feeling pumped, I still had moments where I was in a bit of a funk, where I felt like, okay, I could be doing better. I could be doing more. But why do I need more? What is enough? And I had to just chill out. I just had to chill out and talk to God, talk to myself, be still, be a better listener. Because Lord knows I get impatient and sometimes I don't want to hear people talking. I just want to be alone. Leave me alone. But I know it's not healthy all the time, at least. I think we all need solitude to an extent. But anyway, I'll get into that later. But for now, reselling came back at the best possible time. And it started with just getting stuff out of the way, clearing my space, clearing my energy, helping, being a helpful hand to others. And through that, I was able to uncover a bunch of things that I was willing to let go of and give it away. And in turn, there was a financial reward, of course, because it's a reselling business. But more than that, I was able to just find myself again and see that hunger that became a little dormant and a little complacent, arrogant, if you will. And I realized, oh, they don't call me fire for nothing. So I had to light the fire under my behind and get to work. And this could be a toxic trait. It's up for interpretation, it's subjective, but I operate best when I'm under pressure. And I don't recommend that mindset for everyone, but I do recommend that when you are under pressure, you still find time and space to slow down and not rush through everything because that can often create more chaos. And I've learned the hard way with that quote unquote toxic way of living. I'm a work in progress. I never claim to be perfect, okay, guys? But I think that trait is helpful in certain dynamics, but not for my entire life. Okay. So, yeah, I did a lot of sales this week. God bless those that were on the other end of purchasing them. And now I'm continuing to give more energy to content, to YouTube specifically. I've deleted Instagram. I haven't been on TikTok on my phone on the app in almost 2 weeks now. And that alone bought me so much time just deleting TikTok. I didn't realize, I mean, the content, my algorithm was changing, even though I said I'm not interested in cats. I don't like cats. No offense to anyone with a cat. It kept feeding me cat content. It kept, I kept listening to quote unquote doctors, and I was diagnosing myself with crazy stuff to the point where I was like, screw this, I'm deleting it. And in the last week and a half of not having TikTok, and I haven't had Instagram for over a year, I checked it once or twice here and there. I have my business account, but I schedule everything on that one. But it reminded me that I was too reliant on the apps to tell me what to do, inspire me, to remind me that this is what I'm supposed to be working towards, like a rich life, you know, buying homes, cars. And it's like you get caught up in that whirlwind of distractions. When in actuality, it's like, just chill out, bro. Just chill out. So I got to work, deleted those apps, doubling, tripling down on YouTube, still running my coaching business, still running my real estate transaction coordinator business. And I'm just out here surviving, living, grateful, gratitude every day. I'm grateful that I do have the space and the capacity to lock in. So when I do find myself being complacent or lazy or being motivated by money, I have to remind myself, like, even on the days when the pressure is off, you still have to have that go-getter mindset. That's all. The weather has been amazing, so I was able to get outside a few days this week. It's only Wednesday. At the time of me recording this, it's only Wednesday. I've had a few coaching calls. I just finished recording my podcast, doing a lot of editing and clips and stuff like that. So I'm trying to get in the habit of rinse and repeat, repetition, getting in my reps, and remembering, like, when I was playing sports, what did we do every single day? Dang near the same thing at practice until it was game time. So just being game time ready all the time in life, having fun, wanting to connect more with family and friends this year, and really take my business seriously. I think I let it fall to the wayside because I wasn't right in my head. I wasn't aligned with the things I was doing. I didn't feel the same. I didn't have the same, like, the approach and my why of why I was doing anything was no longer the same. It didn't resonate with me. So when I sat down and really sat with God and did an audit of my life and just gave it all and surrendered, I realized, okay, I was holding on to an old mindset, an old way of living, and belief systems that no longer serve me. And now I'm in a season of really getting to know myself, reinvention, if you will, trying new things, being open minded, and just showing up. So if you have questions about everything I just talked about, drop them in the comments. Or if you have my number, call me, text me, call me, beat me if you want to reach me. And let's do this. Food content, travel content, sports, basketball content, still here on this channel, but a lot of just home vlogs, talking to the camera, and sharing my journey because I can. This is a gift. I get to do YouTube. And honestly, I think everyone should have a YouTube channel, especially if you have life experience, life skills that you can share with people, a story. Again, a conversation for another day. I'm gonna wrap this up, but have a wonderful week, and make sure you're taking care of self, taking care of your wealth and those around you. And remember, life ain't perfect, but it is a blessing. See ya.